All right, once you have clicked on the link on our website, you will then be taken to the PowerSchool enrollment process. Now, this is different from your PowerSchool accounts that you have had from your incoming counties or incoming schools. So this is a totally different system. It's a different account. It's a whole different setup. So if you try to sign in using your old school's email address and password, this will not work. It'll say that it can't find this account, or that you'll need to reset your password. You'll reset your password, and then you'll get frustrated because it still won't work. So this is totally new. So this is something that for all the new folks who have not enrolled a student with PowerSchool enrollment before with Fox Creek High School, everyone will need to go over here and click Create Account. And once you have created your enrollment account, then you'll be able to go through all the documents that are involved with enrolling. But for the Create Account page, it's fairly similar to everything else that you've had to create an account for. You'll go through, you'll put your profile in, daytime phone number, email address. It asks you to give a password and your security options that you'll want to have questions in case you forget your password. And so after you complete this, then you will go ahead and have your account created, and we'll go to the next step. All right, once you have completed the create an account where you've entered in your parent email and your password, then it'll take you to this screen on the PowerSchool enrollment page, and it's registration for the 2021 and 2022 school year. So this is fairly straightforward, but you will simply add your student, and for here, we'll just make up someone. And I'm going to enter in their birth date using the correct format here. And then I'll click Add Student. All right, now this is going to take me to the additional steps that are needed to complete for my son, Gimli. So this is an introduction. Kind of read through the instructions here, and it'll take you to everything as far as clicking on what to click on to go to the next page, and you can see all the different forms that are going to be over here when you're completing your registration. All right, so what we want to do is we'll click next. Now also, before we get to that, it says registration for additional students, and it says a registration form must be submitted for each student in your family. Once you have submitted one, there will be an opportunity to begin another submission. All right, so that will be at the end of this process for your first student. All right, so let's get started on Gimli. We're going to click next. All right, student information. So we have, see it's automatically filled first name, last name, and we're going to kind of go through here. We'll make Gimli a male, and we're going to say that he's going to enroll for the 9th grade. This is the enrolling grade for 2021-2022. The district of residence, now this is where you live. So for most folks, it's going to be Aiken County School District or Edgefield County School District. All right. So just because it's right up here at first, we'll say we live in Aiken County. All right. Then it takes us to our home residential information. All right. Our home phone number, we'll put it in, and I'm just going to use the school's items for this. All right. Is the student's mailing address different? We'll just say no. and then it will ask for a family primary email address. All right, so I'm just going to use my work email address. All right, then we go to more new student pages. All right, our country of birth, we'll say he's US, and we'll say he was born in Georgia and Augusta. And so you are going to continue to fill out this page all the way down. There's a home language survey that's a part of this. It's going to ask questions about gifted and talented, IEP or 504s, any previous discipline that is on record, and it's also going to take you to a free and reduced lunch page and a survey that goes on with that. So you'll continue down and fill out the items that's most appropriate for your family on this. All right, once you have finished the new student items, it'll take you to this next page over here with family, and it takes you through your parent guardian information, ask you for home phone numbers, email addresses, and this will be very vital, especially for contacting you guys once the school year has started. So this information that you are putting in will be the information that we see as a school in your student's PowerSchool account. So if we need to get in touch with you for any reason during the day, these will be the numbers that we'll call. These will be the email addresses that we use in order to attempt to contact you. All right, so you will fill out the family portion of this screen, and then once you are finished with that, you will click next and we'll go to the next page. All right, now we're at our emergency contact information. I've completed the family info for my son Gimli, and here we have where you will list emergency contacts, and these are folks that if there is an emergency and we can't get in touch with you or your spouse, then these are the folks that we will lean on to next. These are also folks, and it'll help us know, say that Grandma Aragorn has to pick up Gimli from school that day, then we know that it's okay for Gimli to go home with Aragorn. So these emergency contacts help us, like I said, get in touch with you if we can't get in touch with your primary phone numbers that you've provided, and also it helps us to realize who is able to pick your student up from school. So once you fill out these contacts for contact 1, 2, and 3, you'll click next to go on to the next page. All right, now that Gimli's emergency contacts have been filled out and are good to go, I'm now on the student information page for Gimli, and I'm going to go through and fill out the information here. There's some medical history questions that apply, and then at the bottom we have what medications that your child may need at school. And just a reminder that all prescription medication that will need to be taken at school must be ordered by a licensed healthcare practitioner and brought to the school nurse by a parent in the original pharmacy label container. It takes you through the medication here that is given. And then additionally, there is a permission section at the bottom that gives you the chance to say, okay, my Gimli's got a headache. I give permission for the nurse to give Gimli some Tylenol or Advil. And so you will be able to click through here what medicines you are okay with the school giving your child during the school day. And once you have completed this section, as with the previous sections, you'll click on next and we'll go on to the last few sections. All right, you've made it this far. Only a little bit longer to go. Now we're on agreements. So each one of these tabs here has an agreement that you will need to read through when becoming a student at Fox Creek. We have our technology agreement, our code of conduct, media release, consent to contact, Getting a little ahead of myself here. And then one of the most important items is your proof of residency. So proof of residency can be a water bill, tax bill, something that proves to us that you live in the address that you've provided. So you can upload this by just hitting on upload and then choosing a file from your computer. All right, probably one of the easiest things to do is to get your most recent, water or power bill, take a picture of it, upload it onto your computer, and then upload it here onto the PowerSchool system. All right, should you not wish to do that, you can email Miss Sarah Ellis at sellis@fchs.net, and she will be able to compile this together and get that proof of residency with Mr. Gimli over here. But once you have completed this page, almost done, you'll click next once again and we'll get to the signature item. All right, we're here, we're at the signature. Pretty much this is as easy as can be. You just say, yes, I agree to the information that you've given as being the true and most correct and complete that it can be, and then type your name and today's date, and then we'll go to the summary page. And we're here, we're at the summary. So notice that I have gone through and filled out all the items that are in these sections over here. The system performs a little self-check just to make sure that you've gotten everything, that any required items haven't been missed. And if there is something missed, it'll show a little red X over here, but you can see that Mr. Gimli is good to go because he has all green check marks here, and it says no issues found, you may proceed to the next step. So I have filled out everything that I need to. If I had a red X or something on a page, I can just click here and it'll shoot me right back to the new student page. I can shoot me right back to the emergency page. Just wherever there's an item, you can click on that and it'll take you to the one that you need to update and maybe give a little bit more information. So now that we're ready, we're going to hit next, and this will take us to the payment page. Now there is a $75 registration fee for all students, and there are several different ways that you can go about this. Probably the most easiest one is if you're comfortable paying with credit card. You've got it right here. You type in your credit card information just as you would on making any other online purchase, and then you'll hit submit, and it'll go and say, your registration is complete, you're paid for. We'll have confirmation of your payment here at the school. However, if you don't have a credit card, if you're not comfortable paying with credit card, then down here is the waiver option, and I want to reiterate, this waiver option is not waive you from the $75 payment, just waiving you from paying it through this enrollment process. So it also says that down here, it will require you to come in and pay your registration fee in person. So like I said, this isn't a waiver from the $75. If it was, why wouldn't everyone choose this option? But it is a waiver from the online option, and it will just require you to come in and pay it either with check, cash, and you can make those payments at the school. So if you are doing this, then you'll go down here and it says enter the waiver code. All right, the waiver code here is FCHS 2122. Simple enough. Once you have that, you'll hit submit, and it'll say processing payment, and then it says Gimli is good to go. All right, so you can see right here, you can print a copy for your records. If you click on this registration link, it'll give you a printable page of all the information that you have provided for us for that. And then if you need to complete another registration for another student, you can do that again. Maybe you've got twins, or maybe you're bringing in an 11th grader and a 9th grader, and you want to register both of them during the same process, then you can do that as well. But once you get this finished and everything is complete, you are good to go for the school year, pending that you've turned in a proof of residency if you haven't uploaded it into the enrollment system. But as we can see here, this will be the screen that you'll want to come to at the very end that will let me know or let you know that Gimli is good to go for the 21-22 school year. And that's it. You're done. You've unless you need to pay or turn in a proof of residency, then you've done all that you need in order to move forward with next year at Fox Creek High School. We're glad to have you. And this, hopefully, will be the toughest part of the whole enrollment process. But thank you guys so much for listening, and we will see you in August.